10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 43rd with a gain of 22. The first carry now for Rob Kelly. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
We're good. That's right. Now,
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So now here come the Dolphins. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
It's Clement. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes. But the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw here. Left side here to Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Carr gonna throw. Steps up, touchdown, Broncos. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. This is Clement. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
3-19. 3-19. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Watching that, Barney. Detroit. Over.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
52's the mic right here, over there, Mike. 52's the mic.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
To pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
734. Down. 280.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Raider 2.
And they'll run it here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Here we go. We got 1 day. Down. 180. Right down.
On play action, it's Carr. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the 1st.
Deuce right, Chief. Down. 180.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, Raider 2. 1 day. Down. 280.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
On the carry, here's Clement. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the give, this is Drake, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They stay on the ground with Drake. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. A give. This is Kelly. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Back to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
39. Green, 39.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play.